So this is just a bit of product touching it. See how easy it'll come off now? Hey YouTube! Welcome to another video of Motoheads. Today we're gonna show you how you can set up a semi-professional washing station for all your bikes, whether it be cruisers or road bikes. You can actually do them all in once with this station, get them all done in like just a matter of minutes. And we're gonna show you how you can do it relatively cheap with some cool tools. We'll give you some tips and tricks. And when I say cheap, we literally got all these brand new from Super Cheap Auto this morning for about less than 200 bucks, including all the stuff we got, all the tools, all the soaps, all the cloths, all the sponges, everything. So most of you might already actually have some of those. So you can really do this very, very cheap. So there's no excuses for not having a clean bike, no matter what bike you got. Isn't that right?
Yes.
All right, let's get started. So first things first, we're gonna rinse the bikes. It's a bit wet today, unfortunately, in this video. Was hoping it was gonna stay dry, but the weather's against us. Doesn't matter though, still gonna get the job done. So first things first, we always rinse the bikes, get the main dirt off. So I'm gonna start by just giving them an extra rinse, getting some dirt off. Now just a little tip and trick for you guys. Before you do any of this washing, make sure the bikes are not hot from just running. So make sure they're all turned off, they're cooled off. That's it. Also preferably don't do it on any sunny day, because at the end of this process we're going to dry the bikes. If they dry by the sun before you get them all dried up, you get watermarks on them. But we'll get to that at the end of the video, so stick around. Alright, little cut scene. The first thing we're using here is actually just the hose. I just put on the soap gun already. I don't have to do it afterwards anymore. Unplug and plug the tool on. So literally the first step, you just use a hose. If you don't have one, just get one, super cheap, super easy. Some other tools we go through afterwards is a dryer. I'll show you why. We'll go through the soaps as well. So like I said, you don't need much, but we'll get there in a second.
We do have a bit to clean off today actually guys, because there's quite a few bugs on the bikes. And that's
poop on her
yes
bike.
There is on mine, yeah, that went on, yeah, that happened yesterday. But we've got a few bugs and things like that just from our last vlogging trip and that, so get all those cleaned off and that as well.
If you guys want to see how dirty the bikes actually are, Lynn can zoom in on the back of her rims.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
think she ever washed them.
I haven't.
Has a bit of chain and braking dirt on there. I'm going to say a little actually.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Very, very sarcastic.
Yeah.
So we'll show you the before and then we'll show you the after in a minute.
I mean, the front wheel's a lot better and you can see the difference. Okay, getting very wet now.
Alright, so this is where the magic begins. Bikes are all wet, nice and getting rid of the main dirt on it. What we're going to do now is just make our lives easy. We're going to put some foam soap in there. Literally what you do is you put a product on the bike, spray it on. With this little tool we got, that's just going to work in for a couple of minutes, soap everything loose, and afterwards you can just kind of wipe and rinse all the dirt off and they're nice and clean. So for those saying like, how much does all that stuff cost? We literally got this brand new Super Cheap Auto today for I think 70 bucks roughly. Just plugs on into everything. You can get cheaper ones too, but we just thought we'd give this one a go. You can use a hose on it or even a pressure washer, whichever one you like. Comes with the gun as well. Same with the soap. We just got a nice one for washing. Does a bit of ceramic coating on top just to give it a nice finish, protect the bikes afterwards as well. As you can see, you can put in a foam cannon. Always make sure you can put them in a foam cannon before you do so. So just read the instructions at the back, put in the foam cannon, and you're good to go. Very important. Put the product inside this. But I thought you already figured that out anyway.
How much do you need?
Not gonna use too much. It's only 3 bikes. I'm not gonna wash everyone's bike in the street today. Here you go. Putting the foam cannon onto the setting for just the hose. And then let's give this a go.
There we go, there's the foam.
So make sure you get all the little spots. Just get the product can work in. If you don't hit the spots before the product can't work in, it makes kind of sense.
Smells nice. Whoa, bit far there, babe.
To be honest, it's better that it's too wet than too sunny, because then you leave watermarks left on the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, ideally it is dry. Unfortunately, I only have 1 day off a week, and it's raining, and I really want to get this video out, so we have to do it rain anyway.
Yeah.
We have also some coating in it, so what we actually have to do when we put the soap on at the end is also just apply it a little bit, just on the shiny surfaces that we want, like our nice paint jobs and etc. Just to give it a bit more shine in the end. So I'm just going to do a bit of that, and then we rinse it off, and that is all for step 1. We're just going to apply this on all the paint drop over her bike. Just to give it that nice little coating and shine afterwards. So the bike will stay cleaner, a lot easier. It will be a lot shinier as well.
And you also just want to be a little bit gentle with the pressure too, obviously, especially if you have a custom paint job like I do. Just to make sure that you're not causing any scratches or damage to the paint at all.
And then for some people that have a rack for difficult areas, again, just a couple of dollars auto cheap, you can buy all type of tools. Alright, we'll let that soak in. And then in the meantime, we'll do my bike. And then in the end, we can all rinse them off in one go. Make sure that you get all areas. That way the whole area is protected, of course. And then next time you do this, it'll just be a lot easier to get all the dirt off. And the bike will just be extra shiny, which we all like, of course. It's a nice and shiny bike, as if it's brand new. Lucky for me, I barely have any fenders, so there's a lot less area for me to cover. If you have a big bike, you just gotta give it a few extra wipes because you got more surface, but it'll only take about 30 seconds extra.
Oh, the really dirty bike.
Now for the ones thinking like, oh, the wheels are still dirty. Yeah, so we're gonna do the wheels afterwards. We got a special product for that. to clean all that up as well. We just want to get the top area clean first, and we'll do the wheels afterwards. So Lynn, this is the first time this bike is getting clean.
Yeah.
Alright. That's perfect, and we can show the people how well this actually works. We like one wash of this.
It's not great actually because I've had it for 8 months.
I'm not going to say anything about it.
It's pretty clean considering the amount of time I've had it for, I
Well,
suppose.
it sure is that.
Oh yeah.
Alright. So this is step 1. Now we're just going to rinse it off extra. Normally it's not raining, so you have a lot more rinsing to do. So just, if you use the same product as us, just switch it from foam back to water, so you don't use any extra soap.
The wheels look any cleaner.
So if you even look at the wheel, see if I just rub it, how easily it come off. We're not even
Yeah,
using
from the
actual
other side.
spray yet. So this is just a bit of product touching it. See how easy it'll come off now. So that's going to be one of our next steps. We're going to do the actual tires. We have an actual cleaner for that as well. But we'll come to that in a second.
So yeah, that's a big improvement already, guys.
So for the wheels, we got the product again, super cheap. Wheel cleaning foam. So it helps with just rinsing everything. So you just apply this to the wheels, again, let it work in. So I believe this one actually, you spray it on, it'll come out as a blue foam. And as soon as it kind of turns white, means it's soaked in, and then you can wipe and clean it off. Now it's going to be a bit of a challenge today because of the rain.
Yeah,
But
it's true.
we'll give it a go anyway, because like I said already with the other product, it already helps heaps. The only thing you want to pay attention to with most of wheel cleaning products, always make sure to use them on the side. You can clean your rims, the side of your wheels if you want. If you have white wall, for example, never put them on the actual road surface because it can make the tire slippery. Now, cleaning the wheels, get some dirty cloths or something you can put in between the rims. We bought this little stick, so it's easy to go in between the rims. Just makes our life easier instead of going in between with our hands. So let's get on to it. The clean will just
So
turn around.
cold.
You can see it's turning out,
Almost purple.
and that usually turns white when it's kind of working and ready. Now today it's very rainy, unfortunately. I wish I had another day off during the sun to show you guys this, but it'll still do the trick. So I'm just going to apply this to the rims. Try to avoid braking areas as well, just because you don't want any slippery stuff on there if you can.
A bit trickier around the belt.
So usually, as you can tell, sometimes it's really hard to get out all the spokes because of the position of the bike. What you just do is you push the bike a little bit forward or backwards, just to get a bit more of the wheels. And as you can see, some of this is already starting to go a bit white, which actually means that one's almost good to go. So we're just going to give it a few seconds, and then we'll start cleaning that off. again, make sure you always read your own instructions. Not sure the product you get is going to be turning white or blue, so read your own label.
I think I'm a pretty good cameraman standing out in the rain for that. I'm freezing. Oh, it's very cold.
Yeah, so unfortunately with the weather, we're really bad luck today, but you can still wash at night. Alright, that is bike one. This tool makes it so much easier. You have no knuckles cut open, you don't have to go in with your hands, so trust me, it's worth a couple of bucks. It's definitely worth it. Now for me, I'm also going to put some more on the white walls, just because I like them nice and white instead of dirty. Go. We'll just let that work in. In the meantime, I'm gonna give her ready to clean her back a coat because she is really
It's very dirty.
nasty.
Mind you, I think it'll come off pretty easily with what we just saw a minute ago.
Like nothing now.
It's also more obvious because the rims are orange rather than black.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you're working with products, guys. It gets everywhere. There's some on your shorts, on your butt and everything.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to put it on the ribs, so I rubbed it on my pants. Alright, there we go. In the meantime, I'm going to start rubbing my white walls.
This one's white.
Because I like them very white, that's why I got them. If I have to, I'll give them 2 coats or even more. Now I can call them actual white walls again. Alright, here we go. Let's have a look at those dirty. So if you look at how dirty they were, and just look at that, how all the product works.
It's a big difference.
So how do you feel for the difference on that?
Yeah, that looks really good. Oh, it's going to really stand out next time I ride it.
It's gonna be
All
clean
the
again.
orange, yeah. So if you guys are wondering why I still ride my KTM round rather when I've got a Harley, sometimes if I'm not going far, I'm just going to the local shops, it's about a 15-minute walk or whatever, I just take the KTM. It's just sort of easier to take out and all that sort of stuff. Plus it's not sort of sitting out there in public places and that either to have to worry about, you know, people trying to sit on it or anything like that. We did actually just get the chirp on the alarm, which helps with that, because for some reason the newer Iron 883s don't have the chirp option on them as standard, which is weird. So it feels a bit better having that on there. They'll chirp and that obviously if someone touches it or whatever. But yeah, it's just easier to take the little bike sometimes.
So what Lady's talking about is all the bikes have an alarm, the Harleys, but the last couple of years they just disabled the chirp model, so the alarm will just blink, but it won't make any sound. So we just got the chirp model installed. So what it does...
Oh, there it is.
So I just moved this away from the key, just had it in my pocket. So what it does, it will actually chirp, give you a warning. If you do it again, it'll go further and further with the beep, so the alarm goes off. So people who aren't like, you know, touch this bike, scares them off.
Especially bikes that stand out as well. If you've got nice paintwork and things like that, people tend to notice them a bit more, and it's probably a little bit riskier leaving them sitting there, I guess, without any sort of alarm system on them. Doing a great job, babe.
Alright, so once you're done with that, you're happy with it, you can just rinse it off, dry it off. We'll show you how. You got a tool and trick for that as well. So we'll move the bags in so it's dry, you can dry them. We're not going to use one of those squeegee things. You all know, like you give it one wipe, you have to squeeze it out, bag's still wet, dries up with the sun and from the heat, get watermarks, which just sucks if you just spend all the time cleaning your bike. So we'll show you a trick for that. So what I'll do, I'll move the bag in. Now if you feel like your bike needs to be more detailing, you can just repeat a few of these steps if you need to. If you've got like a very chromy bike, you can also do like a chrome polish or wax, whatever. If you want more other products on your bike, feel free to do so. We're just showing you how you can do a really easy wash, and if you do this like every 1 or 2 weeks, your bike just stays clean all year round.
And do we need to rinse the foam off the wheels?
Yeah, so what I'll do
Water.
is I'm just going to give that a quick rinse, move the bags in, dry them, and that's about it.
Look at those mirrors, guys.
Actually, I haven't even cleaned the mirrors yet.
Yeah.
Just the difference what he does.
They're really nice mirrors, those ones. The original ones I had were mounted underneath the handlebars. I absolutely hated them because I just could not see anything. They drove me insane. And then when we flipped them around and mounted them above the handlebars where I wanted them, there just wasn't enough room for your hands. And so then when you try to adjust them, you still couldn't see anything. It was awful. So yeah, I like the same ones Frankie has. So we ended up with 2 sets of them, which is nice.
So for the people that do watch our channel, these are the famous mirrors. They cost $400 a set. So we spent $800 on those mirrors.
Yeah.
But they're worth it. I absolutely love them. Because I like the white and black detail on my bike, and that little chrome in there just makes it look so good with the cutout. Just looks really nice, and they're very sturdy as well. It's probably the best mirror I ever had. It's also a bit higher than some of the ones you get, so I have plenty of view. I absolutely love these mirrors.
And I think the chrome matches well with mine too, just because I do have a few chrome details here and there on my bike. So yeah, I think they're a nice choice. Because yeah, I've got the little Willie G caps on the front wheel and that. The Willie G covered there on the side as well. So yeah, it just sort of all blends in nice, and also I've still got the chrome on the forks too. So yeah, I think it looks really good. Anyway, back to the bikes. Or back to the bike washing. Oh, look at that wheel.
But if you even look at the white ones, they were just literally grey yellow, even with a quick clean like this. After not having them cleaned for forever, they just look so sparkly, even with the rain.
Yeah, they do look really good. Nearly the same colour as the tank now. So if you want to know how to wash your bike, girls, just get a guy who'll do it for you. Makes your life a bit easier.
So for all the guys out there who want to buy extra bikes, if you tell your girl you're gonna clean her bike, she lets you buy another one. That's why I've got the fat boy. It's a win-win. Clean the bike and get a free bike. Now, come and look at these wheels.
Oh, I can see them.
Actually orange again.
I can see them, they look lovely.
A before shot.
Yeah, no, they look really good.
Alright, so that's the main part for the cleaning. Now, most importantly for all of you is actually the drying, because that way it can go wrong. If you leave it out in sun or just leave water on, you're going to get watermarks, which makes your bike actually really dirty, and then you just spend all the effort for nothing. So I'm going to move this in and I'll show you our little trick.
So let us know too, guys, what type of bikes you prefer to ride, and for whatever reason. I'm not really that used to my Harley yet because I've only ridden it a few times, and I learnt on my Duke, so I'm obviously more used to that bike. I will say I enjoy leaning on the Duke, it's a lot of fun, and I've already scraped one of the pegs on the Harley, so yeah, just used to leaning and things like that when I go around corners. So anyway, yeah, what do you guys prefer on that and why? Fit in them all.
I don't know about everyone else, but I like to park my bike in the garage. Our garage is also downhill, so I'm a bit, I don't know how you call it, OCD, autistic.
Paranoid?
I like the bikes all to be aligned.
I see,
straight, front, open the garage door, and you just go.
Yeah.
So every time I come home, I even turn the bikes around and I walk them back in. So when I want to leave, I just hop on and I can straight out go. So let me know if you guys do that as well or not. Maybe just me.
I like to reverse mine in. It's just easier for leaving. But I guess too, Frankie probably got me in that habit as well, subconsciously really, didn't even really think about it. But it is a lot easier when you're leaving to just, you know, be able to hop on and just, or duck walk it out or walk it out, whatever. But yeah, it's just a little bit easier, or I think it is. I used to be a bit scared leaving, going down the driveway, but I do, well, especially for the Duke, it's a little bit high for me. But I do hop on that now, up the top here, and then I just sort of roll down on the bike, whereas I was too scared to do that before. It's actually kind of fun rolling down the hill.
So, do yourself a favor. Get one of those cheapest blowers you can get. It's a lifesaver. Want to know why? It blows the water straight off. Definitely when it's clean, and you're done in no time. No watermarks, no spots you forgot. So, let's go. If you're curious about the price, I think we spent
$70.
$60-70 on this one. Comes on power, so don't worry about battery. If you only have one bike, you can just get a cheaper battery. Battery will last you. We plan on doing this for bikes and cars, all in one go. So I just prefer having a power cord. Now I'll ask my beautiful assistant Lynn to just hop over, and I'll show you how this works, just on a front fender, so people can see how well this actually works. We got the water there, you just blow it off, make sure you don't scratch it, just point it. Look at that. So everyone doing the squeegee, having fun with that, well, enjoy doing that. I prefer this tool. So I'm just gonna fast forward this whole clip and dry all 3 bikes and we're done. Now the most important part of drying is make sure you get all the nice parts, the shiny parts. For example, if there's some water on a foot peg, it's not really gonna be an issue. Just make sure you get all the shiny parts. As I mentioned, you want to make sure you get the shiny parts. That's the most important part. The other stuff is not as important, but you can still do it as well. I'm just going to clean up with the shiny parts on all 3 bikes first and then finish off just to make sure they dry all nicely on the clean parts. This is probably the part where you've been squeezing out your squeegee about 30 times now, still having a wet bike. I'm already doing a second one, so if you want to still do that after seeing this, well, God bless you. So there you go. That's how you quickly dry a bag. Get all the watermarks off. Of course you can get as much as you like. The more bags you have, the more work you have, but this will definitely save your life because with a squeegee you can't do all the bags in one go. So that's it. We're all done. This is how you can get like a semi-professional cleaning station for your bikes. As you can see, if you got the tools, you've got the products, this is really quick. We even did the vlogging in between. Give you some explanation. Did 3 bags in one go. 2 of them, I'm not gonna say slim bags, but they are. They've never been washed before. She got them. So they actually got their first bath ever. I don't know, Lynn can do like a little close up, or like even her paint job, or how the spokes look now on the KTM while it's still drying.
Yeah.
The difference is just massive. And like I said, we spent less than $200 and you get like a whole drying and washing station in one go. You can even do your wheels with it. And then every now and then if you want to go in a bit more detail, just take a bit more time, get some actual detailing product, and then the bikes will just look like brand new all the time.
I don't know if you guys can see on camera. Frankie's paint is actually a pearl white, and I feel like you can really see it today. It's usually hard to pick up, so hopefully you can see that on camera.
It's even hard to tell because there's no sun, but
Yeah.
that's the difference of having a clean bike.
And then the wheels on the KTM, look at this is amazing, guys. That just looks so much better. Looks like a new bike. Except for my little mark at the front.
One quick wash after 8 months.
Yeah.
Just imagine if you put a bit more time in and do it like actually every couple of weeks,
Yeah.
how brand new your bike will look forever.
Yeah. So it's definitely worth spending that bit of time cleaning it up.
Alright guys, so if you want to set up your own semi-professional bike wash station, we'll just quickly run through the tools you need. First, garden hose. Most of you will already have that. If not, get anywhere, super cheap auto, Bunnings, steal one from your mom and dad, I don't care. You can get that literally no cost. Once you got the garden hose, there's actually 2 tools we're gonna buy. One is a foam cannon. If you already have one, even easier, save that money. We got one today, brand new, super cheap auto. We got this brand just because we got the cleaning product from the same brand. This costs you about 60 to 80 bucks depending what you get. We got this one because we can put it on the hose or a pressure cleaner. So that's number one. That allows you to use just water or soap with water, whatever product you're using. So that's what we use to clean the back of the product. Lifesaver, lasts you forever, 60-80 bucks roughly.
It's also brush free, guys, which is a bonus.
Number 2, this is probably my favorite, the blower. You can just dry the bikes a couple of minutes. If you've got one bike, you're literally done in no time. You don't have to worry about the squeegee, squeezing it all out, leaving marks on your bike for getting parts, or just getting a dirty squeegee and rubbing your paint job and ruining your paint job. Remember this, guys, the less you're rubbing your paint, whether for cleaning, drying, whatever, the less marks you're gonna have, the less damage. So if you can do something without touching, do it. This costs again about 60-80 bucks. We got this one super cheap auto as well. You can get blowers anywhere, Bunnings, super cheap auto anywhere. You can probably get some even cheaper on batteries. If you have one bike, that will do you. We plan on doing all our bikes. We're getting a 4th one soon with a sidecar. We also want to do our car sometimes at the same time. So if you have some power, that's just easier because you don't want a battery. So we got this one, that runs on power. Then, of course, we need cleaning products for the foam cannon. We got this one because it's just a nice, good product. You saw everything just falls off the dirt. Gives you a bit of extra coating protection as well.
Yeah, so it's got a ceramic coating in that cleaner.
Number 2, the wheel cleaner. So that does everything like wheels, if you got white walls or rims. You saw the perfect example on Lynn's bike. Dirt from whatever the chain, the brake pads being on the road, bike's been on the road for 8 months, never been cleaned. You put this on, rims look brand new, all dirt's gone. Same brand. These products are about 10-15 bucks each. So if you add up 60 to 80 for the two machinery, let's say 80, that's 160. 15 each, 30 is like 190 roughly, right? That's usually it if you don't have any cloths at home. If you do need some, you can just buy like a little sponge or a little washing stick like this, a couple of dollars. So like I said, even if you got nothing, you can get the whole professional setup, about $200 brand new, and you can just keep using this forever or close to. So definitely worth it. As you can see, you can do plenty of vehicles in no time. All right, if you guys have any comments about your favorite bikes, cleaning tips, details you want to share with everyone else, give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next videos. You want to say something else, Lynn, or are you still shocked about your rims?
I'm not shocked about my rims, I'm just very happy about my rims. They look really good.
So we'll do a few more close-ups to show you guys, even while it's raining. We literally washed the bike in a thunderstorm for the first time, 2 of them. If you look at the result, just magnificent really. Just a matter of a couple of minutes, bikes look brand new.
See, it's all very nice and clean. There's a KTM again. It's hard to get past that or over that. The wheels are insanely clean. And the paint looks really good. I feel like you can sort of, look, it's new paint anyway, but I do feel like you can notice a bit of a difference with the ceramic coating, because I have noticed you can see marks on the colour that I've got. You don't sort of notice it as much on Frankie's, but you can on this, which makes sense because it's black and red. So any marks are going to stand out, but you know, it looks really good. I'm going to have a look at the front as well.
Again, one little tip before we go. If you guys have anything like a lamp you want to wash, or you got like even a fairing, one tip I suggest for everyone is get some Rain-X. What it actually does is it does clean whatever gloss product it is or plastic, and actually it also makes sure water kind of blows off. So definitely if you've got a fairing or a windscreen, put that on the front. If you get rain while you're riding, it will just kind of flow off, so you don't have all the drips blocking your view. Keeps everything nice and clean as well. I didn't use that on this video just because this is a really quick wash really, because it's stormy, it's not really nice. But if you have a fairing, just really get some Rain-X, put it on your car as well. When you're riding, you barely need to wipe, your windscreen just flies off. So that's definitely worth a couple of dollars as well. By the way, Spencer, this tip is for you.